Welcome to Seneca Indians Basketball, live on kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show for the Seneca Indians. Now let's join Ben Walcott live on location.
And a pleasant good evening, and we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri, as we get set for high school basketball here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network, as it is the 3-4 Seneca Indians versus the 1-8 El Dorado Springs Bulldogs. I'm Ben Walcott with you for all the action here this evening as Seneca and El Dorado get set for action. Your countdown to tip-off, I should say, sponsors People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy, and it's kind of a quirk of the schedule here this year, just with the Seneca football team going all the way to the state championship game. This is actually the home opener for the Seneca Indian football team, as they opened up their season in the beginning part of March, second week of March, as they went to the Mustang Classic, where they finished 2-1. They lost their first game, won the next two to go 2-1. They then went to Evangel, I should say, lost to Forsyth, went to Neosho, and lost to Neosho to fall to 2-3 on the year. No, that made them 2-3 on the year, excuse me. And then they went 1-2 in their tournament this past week, as that made them 3-4 overall, as they went into the Neosho Holiday Classic, and they lost to two very good teams in Crooked Oak out of Oklahoma. They were in that contest for the first 3 quarters or so before Crooked Oak went on a run out of Oklahoma City, then fell to CJ. Kind of same thing there. It was a tight game through the first 2.5 quarters, and then CJ went on a run and kind of ran away with it. And then against McDonald County, they went on a run there in about the second quarter and were able to pull out a victory against McDonald County, so went 1-2 in the Neosho Holiday Classic. Home opener here today, and then they actually have the Big 8 opener scheduled for Tuesday night here in Seneca. No broadcast on Tuesday night. Got some family issues going on, so no broadcast Monday or Tuesday, as I will be out of town. So unfortunately, I was hoping to get those games in, but unfortunately that will not happen. So no broadcast next week. Our next Seneca broadcast will be on Tuesday, January 14th, as Seneca girls and boys, it's a super night, as they will host Wyandotte, Oklahoma. Take a timeout, come back, and kind of recap a little bit of the schedule as the start of the season for this Seneca Indian football or basketball team. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10-plus acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Churches everywhere preach that heaven and hell are real, and that a relationship with Jesus Christ is the only way to get to heaven.
When you hear such a message, you can do one of two things.
Billy Graham.
First, you can reject it, laugh it off, take it lightly, or you can weigh the facts, heed the warning, and gauge your life and actions accordingly, and repent of your sins, and turn to Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.
So what does repent of your sins mean? It means you're sorry for the sins that you've committed, and you ask the Lord to help you stop sinning.
It is never too late to repent, never too late to turn to Christ. All the way through the scriptures, it teaches that God is a God of love, forgiveness, and mercy.
And He wants you to know all three. Someone is ready to talk with you right now when you call 888-388-2683. That's 888-388-2683. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back as once again your countdown to tip-off sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. Kind of interesting note here, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, it is the home opener for this Seneca High School basketball team, just with the deep state run that the football team went on. Obviously, you start the basketball season a little bit late, as they did not open up their basketball season until December 12th. You look at this El Dorado team, you know, they started their season back in the Gem City Classic on December 2nd, so they got a little bit more of a jump start than the Seneca Indian basketball team did. But Seneca went 2-1 in that Mustang Classic, lost the first game of the tournament to Glendale, and then beat Lamar on a buzzer beater 70-68, beat Rush in the fifth place game by, I believe, 11 or 12. Then went to Evangel and lost to Forsyth 80-49, lost to Neosho 63-22. And then in the Neosho Holiday Tournament, they went 1-2 in that tournament, lost to Crooked Oak in the opener, lost to Carl Junction in Game 2 before blowing out McDonald County in the seventh place game. And you will see CJ once again. CJ actually comes to this Seneca team on the 21st of January, as it's part of a 3-game homestand for this Seneca Indian basketball team. Next week, busy week for the Indians, as they're home in the Big 8 opener here against Monette on Tuesday, travel to Liberal Thursday, and Fairgrove next Friday, before having 3 straight home dates, as they have Wyandotte at home on Tuesday the 14th, then have Hollister home on Monday the 20th, and then host Carl Junction on Tuesday the 21st, before heading to Diamond on Friday the 24th. So they open up the Big 8 West portion, or it's just the Big 8 portion, I should say. There's no longer Big 8 East and West anymore. It is just the Big 8 portion of the schedule on Tuesday night against Monette, and then they get some time off before revisiting the Big 8 portion of their schedule back on the 28th of January, as they head to East Newton, and what should be a good one there as well. So it should be a fun couple of days, and as this team gets more and more cognizant and gets more and more used to playing with each other, as they get more and more practice time as well, because they've had 7 games already and not a ton of practice time. So you have to think the more practice time they get, the better off they will be as the season tends to roll on. Still about 10 seconds in this JV contest, then you have 15 seconds, or 15 minutes I should say, until you get to the start of the varsity contest here between El Dorado and Seneca, and what is the home opener for this Seneca Indian football team. Like we said, it's kind of an interesting note here, just the fact that you don't have your home opener until you're in January. That does not happen very often by any stretch of the imagination. And like we said, a lot of that just due to the football team and all the success they had this past year. The JV team able to pull out a 48-47 victory. Varsity looking for maybe not as close a game, but looking for some of the same here this evening, as Seneca and El Dorado are probably about 20 minutes away from tip-off. Take another timeout, come back with more of the preview after this. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
The staff at Mid-America Specialty Markets, along with Jamie and Terry Langford, are proud to serve our community and support the local high school students in their extracurricular activities this school year. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office at 908 Washington Avenue, or call us at 417-776-LIFE, or visit us at midaminsurance.com.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
And we welcome you back here to Seneca as we get set for high school basketball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indians Sports Network. It is the 3-4 Seneca Indians versus the 1-8 El Dorado Bulldogs. El Dorado comes in 1-8 overall, like we said, finished 1-2 in the Walnut Grove tournament that happened over the Christmas break, beat Marion C. Early to open up that tournament 51-27. That also snapped a 6-game losing streak to start the year for them, but then they fell to Chadwick in the semifinals and lost to Ash Grove in the third place game by a final score 51-44. After today, they go back home to face Weblo on the 7th, go to Warsaw, then host Fairgrove, and they got some tough games down the stretch here as they are in Class 3, District 11, so they're Class 3 tournament, district tournament, it usually starts right around the beginning of the last week of the regular season for Class 4 through 6. So their district tournament should start somewhere around the 24th, 25th, somewhere in there for this El Dorado team, as they are Class 3 and Seneca is Class 4. They have played up a lot in these tournaments. As they opened up the season in the Gem City Classic, lost to Mount Vernon, lost to Diamond and Macaulay Catholic. Mount Vernon, I know you're playing up because Mount Vernon in the same district as Seneca. Diamond and Macaulay Catholic, I'm not as sure about. Stratford, you're playing up. East Newton, you're playing up as well. So they have played up against a lot of different opponents. So it's good to play up against opponents, but at the same point, you also need to try and make sure that you can get some wins during that time as well. So it'd be interesting to see what happens here today. Both these teams looking to get off the schneid a little bit and get ready for their conference play and get rolling in conference play. Like we said, this Seneca team opens up conference play at home on Tuesday night against Monette. No broadcast Monday or Tuesday. Had some family issues come up, and I will be out of town, so unfortunately no broadcast of either of those contests Monday or Tuesday night. We will be back on Tuesday night, the 14th, as Seneca will host a doubleheader against Wyandotte. Obviously, Monday night anyways could be in a little bit of jeopardy with all the snow, rain, ice, all that different fun stuff coming into southwest Missouri as well. It's supposed to stay rain in our part of the area, but the closer you get to Springfield, the better chance there is of potentially seeing a little bit of ice. So who knows if Monette will be able to make the trip down Monday or Tuesday, and see if things have to be made up at some point. But we'll try and keep you updated if that's the case. Otherwise, if you want to watch some basketball Monday and Tuesday night, you'll just have to come out to the gym to do that. Take another time out, come back with more of the pregame show, your countdown to tip-off sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy, here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A lot of people put Billy Graham on a pedestal. They thought if anyone could get into heaven by being a good Christian, Mr. Graham would make the cut. But he was the first person to disagree with that.
I can't live the Christian life. Billy Graham is a total flop when it comes to living the Christian life.
Wow, so if Billy Graham couldn't do it on his own, what hope do you and I have to get into heaven? Mr. Graham knew that hope comes from God.
You don't inherit it. You don't deserve it. God gives it by grace. God just gives it to you if you reach up and receive by faith. If we confess with our mouths the Lord Jesus and believe in our hearts that God hath raised him from the dead, we shall be saved. You have to believe he's the Son of God, that he died for you, that he rose again, that he's alive.
Have more questions? Check out our website, findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
And we welcome you back. Still about 6 minutes to go here until we have your national anthem and then starting lineups introduced and then the game underway. So probably about 10 minutes or so away from tip-off here between Seneca and El Dorado Springs. And kind of interestingly enough, these 2 teams have only matched up 3 times since 2009, which is as far back as Misha has gone. And they met up back when Seneca was actually in Class 3 basketball back in 2018, and Seneca won a barn burner in that game, 54-53. The only other times that Misha has these 2 teams playing was back in 2010 and 2009, which Seneca won both those games pretty handily. In 2010, 72-47, and in 09, 67-44. That district game was a barn burner. It was 54-53. That was right around my first year here in Seneca, and I don't remember that game at all. I'm sure I covered it, and obviously it must have been very exciting, but I don't remember exactly what happened in that contest with the final score being 54-53. I would love to tell you what happened, but I just don't remember what happened in that contest that day. Should be a fun one here today. And then, like we said, Big A opener for the Seneca team on Tuesday. And then they basically have a 3-week stretch where they don't have any Big 8 games before they revisit Big 8 play again against East Newton on the 28th of January. Big 8, probably Aurora going to be, I don't want to say a heavy favorite, but they are probably the favorite on this boys' side as well. They return a lot of that team last year that finished runner-up to Seneca. They've actually finished runner-up to Seneca 2 straight years, so you know that they're going to be hungry to beat this Seneca team and win that district title for the first time in a while for that Aurora team. And anytime Seneca, especially Seneca, winning back-to-back district championships, they're going to have everybody's best shot. And Seneca won the Big 8 West as well last year, so a lot of those teams are going to be looking to try and knock Seneca off in Big 8 play, because Seneca went undefeated in Big 8 West play last year. And then, of course, Mount Vernon, Aurora, the 2 crossover games, they were both district opponents against this Seneca team last year. And Seneca was able to beat Mount Vernon in the regular season and then beat them in the semifinals, all within about a week span of each other, and then beat Aurora in the district championship game. So everybody's looking for a little bit of a revenge against this Seneca team. Should be a fun final 2 months of the regular season. It seems like the season just got started, but once it starts, it gets rolling here pretty quick. District play will be the first week of January, first week of March, and that will be here before we know it. A lot of basketball to be played before we get to that point, though. Take another timeout, come back, get you the starting lineups, and the start of the ball game. After this, your countdown to tip-off sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Hi, I'm Pastor Rod Van Gorkum of First Baptist Church Seneca, and I would like to take a minute and share about grace. What is grace? Grace is when someone gives you something you don't deserve. See, I haven't done anything to deserve God's forgiveness, but He gives it by His grace. I haven't done anything to deserve God's love, but He gives it by His grace. I haven't done anything to deserve a bright future, but God gives away to me and to others by His grace. The Apostle Paul wrote in the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 11, "For the grace of God hath appeared, bringing salvation to all men." Have you accepted God's gift of grace, His salvation through His Son, Jesus Christ? If not, please do. For the Bible says today is the day of salvation. For KNEO Radio, I'm Rod Van Gorkum.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, Your Family Boating Headquarters.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the four-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
And we welcome you back. You're starting the lineups here, sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. First for the El Dorado Springs Bulldogs. A senior forward, 6'6" senior forward, number 3, Russell Ferguson. A 6'1" senior guard, number 5, Aiden Rodert. A 6'2" senior guard, number 11, Joe Gordon. A 5'10" sophomore guard, number 12, Grady Wolf. And number 23, a junior 6'3" guard, number 23, Carson Burley. Head coach is David Rogers. Now they starting lineup for the Seneca Indians. a 6-foot senior guard, number 2, Zane Grotjohn. A 6-foot senior guard, number 20, Tyrone Harris. A 6-foot senior guard, number 21, Jace Schulte. A 6'2", senior guard, number 33, Caden Klaus. And a 6'1", senior forward, number 34, Dom Brown. Head coach is Skip Brock. He is assisted by Gavin Klaus and Shane Murphy. Seneca, the home uniforms here this evening, going left to right to start the ball game in the first half. For El Dorado, they are in the road blacks, going right to left to start the ball game here this evening. Should be a fun one here between these two teams. It is the home opener here for the Seneca Indian basketball team on the boys' side as we get set for action here, as it will be Klaus jumping versus Gordon to start things off. And the tip is won by El Dorado. As Roder gets things set up for El Dorado. Working it top of the key towards the left wing side is Burley. Now driving baseline, trying to dump it off, and the pass is tipped away by Tyrone Harris. Harris in the front court here for Seneca. He's going to drive, kick it out to Brown. Brown now going to bang down low, and his shot is blocked by Russell Ferguson. So on the flip end, Burley with it for El Dorado. Skips it cross court to Gordon. Gordon drives in the lane, gets walled off by Harris, kicks it back out. A right wing three rims out for Burley, and the rebound to Dom Brown. Harris now with it in the front court, gets it to Grotjohn, and a left corner three rims out, and the rebound goes to Ferguson of El Dorado. No score, a minute into the contest here. Both teams have had open looks as the little floater in the lane, no good by Gordon. It's poked around, and staying with it is El Dorado. Kick it in the right corner to Wolf. Back out to Roder. Roder working against Schulte as they're setting things up here. Roder being harassed. Drives, now kicks it to Wolf. Wolf being guarded by Grotjohn. Wolf in the lane, banging down low. Got Grotjohn up in the air as Wolf gets the bucket to fall. Seneca basketball now with it. Down 2-0, 6:30 to go here. The opening quarter of play. Left wing side, Harris with it for Seneca. Free throw line. Nice pass down low to Dom Brown, and Dom Brown's floater is up and in, and we're tied at 2, 6:10 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Left wing side for El Dorado, Burley gets walled off by Klaus. Skips it back to Roder. Roder and Burley play catch. Back to the right wing side. Driving is Gordon. Harris is able to cut him off, and now Burley going to reset things. Trying to get it to Ferguson down low, and it's tipped out of bounds, and the ball will go to Seneca. 5:52 to go here, opening quarter. We are tied at 2 here in Seneca. Grotjohn with the basketball for the Indians. Left wing side to Harris, back out to Brown. Brown kind of one of 2 forwards listed on the roster. He's going to have to be a big body down low come Big 8 play for the Indians. Harris, free throw line, pulls up for the jumper, rolls around, and finally falls in for Tyrone Harris. As Joe Gordon with it for El Dorado. They call a foul on the play, and it is on Harris, his first, team's first. Sponsors here this evening: Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. So they're going to inbound along the sideline here, get it in near the timeline to Gordon. Gordon, top of the key. He drives and is fouled by Harris, and Harris just picked up his second in about 20 seconds. His second, team second, and he'll have to check out as Jagger Wilson will check in for him. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden sponsoring the broadcast. As I got it, trying to get it in off of Schulte, who wasn't looking, and they said Roder never established himself in bounds. 5:08 to go here, opening quarter. Seneca up 4-2. Harris has to work on those little tic-tac fouls because you got to think he'll be sitting most of the first half. As Grochon, I don't know if you're going to have a cleaner open look than that, and he can't convert. As El Dorado with it on the other side. Roeder drives, gets it down low as they dump it further down low, and a nice bank shot there by Ferguson, and we're tied at 4. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. Grochon swings it to Wilson, right corner to Schulte. Schulte pops a 3, no good. And the rebound goes to Ferguson of El Dorado. Schulte steals it, but the layup is no good. El Dorado with it now. El Dorado in the front court. Works it the right corner to Roeder. Roeder back out with it is Burley. He's going to pop a 3 because nobody blocked him. A nice tip by Schulte, tips it to Wilson. In the front court, Schulte to Grochon. Grochon in the lane, little floater up and in for Zane, and it's 6-4 Seneca. 4 minutes to go here, opening quarter of play. Gordon with it for El Dorado. Swings it left wing side to Burley. Burley back top of the key, faking the 3 is Wolf. They got Wilson up in the air. Now work it back to Burley, and now top of the key to Wolf as Wolf and Burley play catch. Burley with it left wing side. Back towards the top of the key, and Gordon. Gordon being guarded by Grochon gets a screen set as they switch their defense a little bit. Looks like man-to-man here. Is driving the lane, dumped down low. Left-handed layup, no good. Tipped out, and it's saved to El Dorado. Right-handed layup up and in for Aiden Roeder. Is now on the other end, Jagger Wilson with it, and they call a travel on Jagger as he got moving too quickly there. Tied at 6, 3:12 to go here. Opening quarter of play. Gordon with it for El Dorado. Gets it in the front court to Burley. Burley being guarded by Klaus. He's going to drive, and nobody stopped him. Missed the layup, though. Dom Brown tipped it to Schulte. Seneca has a 3-on-2 if you hurry. Schulte drives. Floater in the lane, no good. Offensive rebound. He was triple-teamed and blocked from behind by Ferguson. El Dorado in the front court with it. Right wing side is Gordon. Back out top of the key, and open 3 is short, but an offensive rebound for Burley. Now they reset things here with Wolf. Wolf has it top of the key, being guarded by Wilson. Right wing side to Burley. Burley trying to dump it down low, and Dom Brown able to tip it away to Schulte. As he gets it to Brown, and now back to Schulte in the front quarter. Wilson, an open 3, no good. Wilson had a lot of open looks in that Neosho Holiday Classic, and unfortunately they just weren't falling. There's another open that looked like a little bit of a travel there, but the bucket is good for Joe Gordon. It's 8-6 for El Dorado. 2 minutes to go here, opening quarter of play. Schulte going to drive. Nobody stops him, but then he gets a poke from behind to steal by Roeder. It's a one-on-one driving against Dom Brown, and they call a blocking foul on Dom Brown. Said he wasn't set. Brown picks up his first, team's third. 2 free throws are coming for Russell Ferguson. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast here this evening. First free throws, nothing but net. One more coming. Other sponsors: Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, and the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce as Brady Floyd checks in for El Dorado. 9-6 for El Dorado. 1:45 to go here in the opening quarter as Roman Miller will check in for Caden Klaus. As here comes the second free throw for Ferguson. Missed the second one, and Roman Miller the rebound. 9-6 El Dorado. 1:40 to go here, opening quarter. Grochon with it for Seneca. Seneca's had 2 or 3 open looks that just haven't fallen. Schulte with it left wing side. Picks up his dribble. Right wing to Grochon. Now corner to Wilson. Wilson decides not to shoot. Back out to Schulte. Looks like a little bit of a 2-3 zone here. Maybe man-to-man, actually. As Wilson with it right wing side. He drives, baseline, gets it blocked out of bounds. It will stay Seneca basketball. 1:12 to go here, opening quarter. El Dorado up 9-6. It's Grotjohn to trigger it in for Seneca, right baseline. Gets it into Schulte, fakes the 15-footer, kicks it out to Dom Brown. His open three is short, and the rebound goes to Gordon of El Dorado. El Dorado in the front court, they drive, and the little scoop shot is no good. Offensive rebound putback is no good. The rebound goes to Seneca. That's three different opportunities that El Dorado had that they came up missing. Seneca with the basketball. 40 seconds to go here, opening quarter. We'll see if Seneca's going for one shot as Wilson being guarded by Roeder. Hands off to Schulte. Works it to Grotjohn with 30 seconds to go here, opening quarter. Back to Wilson. Now to Miller. Miller, free throw line, back out to Grotjohn, and Seneca will go for one here. Grotjohn, right wing to Wilson. Skips it back, top of the key to Miller. Now to Schulte with 10. It's a screen set. Schulte going to drive. Kicks to Grotjohn. Open three is no good. Offensive rebound to Miller. Wilson's two no good. And Miller can't go up there to grab the final shot. As at the end of one quarter, it is 9-6 El Dorado. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
We begin quarter two with it being Seneca basketball down 9-6. They've had 3 or 4 different open looks that just haven't fallen as Tyrone Harris out there with those 2 personals start the second quarter. He's going to have to be careful not to pick up a 3rd personal foul here in the first half. But you're seeing how stagnant the offense has been without him. Harris going to drive, gets walled off, fadeaway jumper up and in for Tyrone Harris. He now has 4, and it's a 9-8 lead for El Dorado. 20 seconds into the second quarter. As they kick it, right corner 3 is good for Graydon Wolf. 12-8 El Dorado, 7:25 to go till we hit halftime. Schulte hands off to Grotjohn, back to Harris, top of the key, gets a screen set for him. Nice dump down low to Miller, right-handed layup up and in for Roman Miller. Count the bucket and the foul. First team foul on El Dorado. The foul is on Brady Floyd, his first, team's first here in the second quarter. So Roman Miller trying to complete the 3-point play. Get the lead back down to 1 with a made free throw as the free throw is up and good. So Miller completes the 3-point play as Dom Brown will check in for Miller. It's 12-11 for El Dorado. 7:15 to go till we hit halftime. El Dorado basketball and the Road Blacks going right to left here in this first half. Top of the key, Floyd has it, picks up his dribble. Seneca a little 2-3 zone here at the moment. Right wing Floyd back towards the top of the key, being guarded by Schulte. Grotjohn now picks him up, left wing side to Gordon. Back out to the top of the key to Roder. Now they work it to Wolf. Work things around. Roder with it now. Back in the corner to Floyd. Floyd back towards the top of the key. 2-3 zone here as they dump it to Floyd. Does El Dorado. Drives baseline and nobody home, but it goes to El Dorado. It's now Roder going to drive. Nice dump pass down low, and the bucket is good for Ferguson. 14-11 for El Dorado. 6:05 to go here, opening half of play. Schulte gets a screen set. Kicks out to Harris. Harris going to pop a three, no good. Dom Brown the rebound. Goes back up strong, can't bake it in, tips it around, but the rebound finally falls to Floyd for El Dorado. He stops near the timeline. Now going to set things up. Floyd with it. Top of the key, picks up his dribble. Left wing side to Gordon. Gordon works it to the right wing side to Wolf. Wolf now with it. Now in the free throw line jumper, it rimmed out. That was a good look for Ferguson. It just didn't fall. Harris in the front court to Schulte. Pass tipped around. Brown fighting for it. And it's on the ground now, and it's still fought for, and they call a foul, I think, on Dom Brown, who just picked up his second. So Dom Brown picks up his second on kind of a hustle play. And Roman Miller and Jagger Wilson in for Seneca, in for Schulte and Dom Brown. So Seneca going smaller here. Brown picked up his second personal. Roder with it for El Dorado. 5:05 to go. El Dorado up by 3, 14-11. Seneca, I think, going zone here a little bit to try and keep their guys out of foul trouble. A little floater in the lane, up and in for Joe Gordon. And we have a timeout by Seneca with 4:51 to go. 16-11 El Dorado here on the KNEO Sports Network.
When Jesus was crucified, 2 other men were also crucified. But unlike Jesus, who had done nothing wrong, these 2 were paying for their crimes. One of them made fun of Jesus, but the other man, he believed Jesus Christ was God's son. And Jesus promised that man he'd go to heaven, even though there was no time for him to clean up his act here. How could that be? Billy Graham.
He was saved by the sheer mercy and grace of God, not because he could get down from the cross and live a good life. The Bible teaches that God is a God of mercy, that no matter what sin anybody has ever committed in history, if we truly repent, God will forgive. He has to forgive because his word says so.
No matter what you've done, God will forgive you if you turn your life over to him. Discover how to do that at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO917 Sports. And Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. Grotjohn has not gotten off the schneid. Harris is really the only one that's done anything for Seneca so far here today. Harris in the lane gets walled off. Back out to Klaus. Klaus gets it to Wilson. Seneca also has 2 players in foul trouble. Wilson picks up his dribble. Back to Harris as they gambled for a steal. Right corner, Grotjohn, an open 3, and that's drained for Zane Grotjohn. And see if that can get him off the schneid. 16-14 El Dorado, 4:10 to go here in the first half. It's El Dorado with the basketball with Gordon. Back top of the key to Burley. Burley being guarded by Wilson. In a fairly clean game. El Dorado 1 foul in total in the game. Seneca with 4. As the ball almost tipped away, Seneca can't steal it. And then they do steal it there. Roman Miller with it. Miller working the fast break, 3-on-2, trying to get it to Grotjohn, and it's tipped out of bounds. Will stay Seneca basketball. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News with Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win as Dom Brown going to come back in with 2 fouls. And Brady Floyd checks in for El Dorado. So both Harris and Brown out there with 2 personals, so they both have to be very careful with foul trouble. Harris gets off the screen on the inbounds play, and he drains a 3. Harris with 7, and Seneca takes the lead back at 17-16. 3:38 to go here in the first half. Harris got to be careful down low, and the ball tipped out of bounds off of Wolf. The ball will go back to Seneca. So they've ramped up the defensive pressure here a little bit. Harris with it for the Indians. Across the timeline. Being guarded by Floyd. Harris gonna drive. Nobody stops him, and he gets the little floater in the lane to go. Harris 7 in the quarter, 9 in the game. It's a 3-point lead for Seneca, 19-16. 3:10 to go here in the opening quarter, or opening half. Wolf back top of the key to Burley. Burley now left wing to Floyd. Left corner to Ferguson. Back out top of the key, skips it to Burley. Right wing side, he gets walled off by Harris. Ball tipped around, and Jagger Wilson comes away with the steal. Right-handed layup up and in for Jagger Wilson. And this is, I believe, an 8-0 run for Seneca as they have a 21-16 lead. 2:51 to go here in the first half on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
And we welcome you back. I want to thank some of our sponsors: New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Kimball Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden. There's El Dorado basketball out of the timeout. Seneca, I believe, on an 8-0 run here. So they have taken a 21-16 lead. El Dorado basketball out of the timeout. 2:45 to go till we hit halftime. Top of the key with it is Roeder for El Dorado. Harris checked out in that timeout, probably trying to save him some fouls. Stolen by Jagger Wilson. He pokes it away. Another right-handed layup is missed this time by Jagger on the 1-on-0. He did a good job of poking it out, but I think he was affected by the defending trailers. Gordon with it for El Dorado. Back out, top of the key to Roeder. Left corner now with it is Floyd. Or excuse me, that was Wolf. Now with it is Roeder. Right wing side to Burley. Burley, free throw line. Kicks it to Gordon. Gordon back out to Wolf. Left wing side to Roeder. Roeder picks up his dribble. Gets it in the corner to Gordon, that short corner. Gordon drives. Looked like a travel. Right wing side to Wolf. Now work it to the left wing to Burley. Now towards the right wing side. Once again, that short corner dumped down low. Nice pass, right-handed layup up and in for Russell Ferguson. 21-18, Seneca, 1:35 to go here, opening half, as Grosjean did a heat check 3 and missed it, and the rebound to El Dorado. El Dorado basketball now with it. Looked like they could have tried to trap him. They skip it cross court. Left corner 3 for El Dorado. Short offensive rebound putback is up and in for Russell Ferguson, and Don Brown had to worry about not picking up a third. So all of a sudden a 4-0 spurt here for El Dorado. Nice pass down low. Dump it down low to Don Brown, and Don Brown gets the bucket to make it 23-20 Seneca. 1 minute to go here. Opening half of play. El Dorado basketball. Wolf with it. Now they skip it cross court. Short corner down low. Gets double team. Back out top of the key to Roeder. Left wing side driving baseline and A foul on the play on Roman Miller. Miller picks up his first, team second. You still have 2 fouls to give if you're Seneca. With 46.6 seconds to go as Caden Klaus comes in for Brown, and it might be the same thing as Tyrone Harris, is get him out there for the final 46.6 so you don't pick up a third somehow. So get it in, left wing 3 is good for El Dorado's Wolf, and we are tied at 23 with 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Schulte gets a screen set for him, right wing side, drives baseline. Got rejected by the rim, and El Dorado with it. Gordon gonna drive. Right-handed layup too strong, rebound to Klaus. Schulte now with it, working 1-on-2. Schulte drives, right-handed layup, a lot of contact, and he gets the layup to fall. With 13 seconds to go, it's a little bit hectic down low. Right-handed layup up and in for Russell Ferguson, who has 8 in the quarter. Schulte with it for Seneca Groton. It's a deep 3. It would count if it goes. It does not go to end the first half. And an entertaining first half here in Seneca as we are tied at 25 as we hit halftime. The halftime show is sponsored by Langford Insurance. Take a time out, come back. We'll get you some statistics after this. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEL, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The news offers regular reminders that there is no peace in this world. But while real peace may not be possible on a global scale, Billy Graham says it is possible within your heart.
The Bible teaches that we're going to confront harsh realities. Well, some of you will say, well, it won't happen to me, but it will sooner or later, because there comes a time when we all suffer. But in the midst of whatever it is, Christ is with you if you know him. He said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. There's the peace of God if you have peace with God. That's yours. Christ is with us in the midst of our troubles and our difficulties and our hardships.
We can tell you more about the unshakable peace that God offers you at findpeacewithgod.net. Findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Travis.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
And we welcome you back as we're here at the half, an entertaining first half here in Seneca as we are tied at 25. Russell Ferguson really got things rolling for that El Dorado Springs team. He had 8 of his 11 there in the second quarter. After a sluggish first quarter for both teams, things really got moving there in the second quarter. After a 9-6 first quarter, Seneca outscored El Dorado in the second quarter 19-16. Russell Ferguson had 8 of his 11, 8 points for Grady Wolf. He hit both threes for that El Dorado team. Tyrone Harris had 9. He had 7 of his 9 there in the second quarter. 5 for Zane Grotjohn, 4 for Dom Brown, 3 for Roman Miller, and 2 apiece for Jagger Wilson and Jace Schulte as we are here at the half. 25 points apiece. See what happens in the second half. Take a timeout. Come back with more of the halftime show. After this, you're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
The staff at Mid-America Specialty Markets, along with Jamie and Terry Langford, are proud to serve our community and support the local high school students in their extracurricular activities this school year. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office at 908 Washington Avenue or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at midaminsurance.com.
And we welcome you back as we are here at the halftime show, sponsored by Langford Insurance, as we are tied at 25 here at the half. El Dorado got hot there late. Seneca opened up a 5-point lead. I think they basically switched runs there as Seneca went on, I believe, an 8-0 run there at one point in the second quarter. It might have been a 7-0 run because I think it was 17-14. And then Seneca went on a 7-0 run to make it 21-17. And then El Dorado bursted for 4 straight to tie it at 21. And then they exchanged a couple of buckets there late in the first half to get this game tied at 25. Russell Ferguson doing most of his work down low. He scored 8 points there in the second quarter. He has 11. 8 points total for Grady Wolf. He had 2 threes there in the second half. El Dorado, 1 team foul in the entire contest. It was in the second quarter by Brady Floyd. For Seneca, foul trouble, Tyrone Harris with 2, Dom Brown with 2, Roman Miller with 1. So neither team really a lot of fouls, at least in the first half. Pretty clean first half for both of these teams. But Seneca, Tyrone Harris and Dom Brown both with 2 fouls apiece. So your goal is to really get through the third quarter with neither of them probably picking up a third one. And then you would have the fourth quarter to try and work through any kind of foul trouble. So see what happens as they get out of the halftime break. Still about 4 minutes to go till we get to the start of the second half. When we come back, we will have the start of that second half. We are tied at 25, the halftime show, sponsored by Langford Insurance. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Free will. Sometimes it can get us into trouble.
Oh, yes, there's pleasure in sin for a short time, but it's soon over. The hangover comes, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But is there a way to avoid the hangover? Well, Billy Graham has the answer.
You've got to make a choice. A life of surrender to Christ as Lord and Savior, or a life in which you surrender to yourself. Which will it be? Choose Christ, and there'll never be a hangover except joy and peace. Now, you can't change your past, but you can determine your destiny by deciding for Christ. He died on the cross so that all the sins you've ever committed, all the things you've ever done wrong, are forgiven.
Learn how you can experience forgiveness from a loving God. Go to findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
I've seen First Community Bank all over, but then to take my stuff to some people that didn't really know me and took a chance, that spoke volume.
I'll always be grateful to First Community and that whole team over at Harrison that helped get me started.
Anytime I need anything, just a phone call away. We're really proud to be with First Community Bank.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
And we welcome you back as we get set for second half action. The halftime show here this evening was brought to you by Langford Insurance. It will be El Dorado basketball as we get set for second half action here, going left to right on your TV screen, computer screen, however you watch the contest, your phone, however you decide to watch the game. They are in the Road Blacks, going left to right here in the second half. Seneca in the home whites will be going right to left as we are tied at 25 here to get started with second half action. I think technically, I don't think there's been a jump ball in the game here today because Seneca lost the tip. They got the ball to start the second quarter, and I think El Dorado gets the ball here to start the second half. So I don't think technically there has been a jump ball here in the game today. Seneca will have their starting 5 out there of Schulte, Grotjohn, Klaus, Brown, and Harris. Dumped down low, left-handed layup is missed. Tyrone Harris able to force the miss and now gets the rebound. Harris and Brown have to be careful with those 2 personal fouls apiece. Schulte with it for Seneca. Schulte, top of the key, swings it to Grotjohn, left wing. 3 is good for Zane. Zane had 5 there in the first half, and that's a big bucket to start the second half for Seneca. They're up by 3, 28-25. 7:20 to go as they try and save it. Does El Dorado, but the ball goes out of bounds. Back to the Indians. 40 seconds into the second half. Schulte with it, top of the key. You're trying to get Grotjohn open. Harris decides not to shoot the 3. Free throw line jumper for Tyrone, and he gets the friendly roll. He's now in double figures as Seneca has opened up on a 5-0 run here to start the second half. A minute in, they are up by 5, 30-25. Right wing 3 is no good, trying to bank it in. Rebound to Klaus. Klaus gets it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn now in the front court for Seneca. Grotjohn, top of the key. Swings it to Schulte. Trying to swing it down low to Don Brown. Out to Grotjohn, right wing 3. Grotjohn's feeling it. It's an 8-0 burst here to start the quarter, and Seneca up 33-25. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
It's an 8-0 run here to start the quarter for Seneca. They're up 33-25, 6:30 to go here. Third quarter, People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, Four State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, and the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast. El Dorado with the basketball. Skip it right wing side to Wolf. And then I think it got tipped out of bounds by Schulte, maybe Harris. As El Dorado to inbounds with Roeder. Roeder inbounding right baseline, trying to get it in down low. Able to get it down low to Russell Ferguson. And that snaps the 8-0 run. It's now an 8-2 run for Seneca. 33-27 Seneca, 6:05 to go here in the third quarter. Harris gets it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn being harassed by Wolf. Now back to Harris. Harris, right wing side. Nice dump pass to Dom Brown. Right-handed layup is no good. The rebound goes to El Dorado. El Dorado in the front court. Skips it around. Looked like they had Wolf open for a second. Instead, they worked to the other side. Kick it left corner, an open three, no good. Schulte tipped it around, but it goes right to Ferguson. That's not the person you want it to go to, and a lucky tip. And it's 33-29 Seneca, 5:20 to go here in the third quarter. Schulte kicks it to Harris, and Harris just loses it out of bounds. So an 8-0 run to start the quarter for Seneca, and this is a 4-0 burst here for El Dorado. 33-29 Seneca, 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. Top of the key, Gordon with it for El Dorado. Right wing side to Burley. Back out top of the key is Wolf. Back to the right wing to Burley, and his three is good. And all of a sudden, it is a 1-point game, 33-32 Seneca, 4:50 to go in the third quarter, as this game has been a game of runs. Harris, Grotjohn, right wing to Klaus. Dribble hands off to Harris. Harris decides not to shoot the three. Free throw line jumper is short. Klaus tips it around. It's still around, and now El Dorado with the rebound. This is a 7-0 run for El Dorado after Seneca started off the quarter on an 8-0 run. So El Dorado a chance to take the lead back with a bucket. Burley, right corner with it now is Ferguson. Back out top of the key towards the left wing side. Drives, kicks it in the corner. Burley pops a three, and he misses it. Dom Brown fighting for the rebound. Somehow an offensive rebound. They call a foul on Dom Brown. Not sure how that's a foul on Dom, but Brown just picked up his third. Team's first here in the second half. 2 free throws are coming for Gordon. Seneca couldn't box out there. So the first free throw is missed long, so all El Dorado can do is tie. As Jagger Wilson and Roman Miller in for Seneca. In for Dom Brown and Jay Schulte. Actually, Brown's still out there. They came in for Caden Klaus. Second free throw is up, and that's good. And we are tied at 33 as we have dueling 8-0 runs. 33 all, 4 minutes to go here. Third quarter. Harris Miller with it right wing side. Back to Wilson, top of the key. Working towards that right wing. Back to Harris. Harris thought about a three, now drives in the lane. Gets walled off, passes it down low to Miller. Miller's scoop shot is no good, and the rebound goes to El Dorado. Have a 2-on-1, spin move in the lane. It's not kissed in. Call a foul. We'll see who they call it on. It's on Tyrone Harris. That's his third. That is his third. So 2 of Seneca's better players in in foul trouble, as Wolf will go to the line for 2 as a timeout by Seneca with 3:34 to go. Tied at 33 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
33 all, 3:34 here to go here in the third quarter. 2 free throws here for Grady Wolf. So the first free throw is no good. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, KNEO 917 Sports. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. They visit our branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. It's a 34-33 lead here for El Dorado. 3:20 to go here in the third quarter, as it's a 9-0 run here for the Bulldogs. Grosjean trying to answer that run, and the ball tipped out of bounds. And they say it is off of Seneca. Certainly looked like it went off an El Dorado player, but it goes back to El Dorado up by 1. Seneca started the quarter on an 8-0 run, and now it's a 9-0 run here for El Dorado. El Dorado with it left wing side, decides against the 3, trying to dump it down low to Ferguson. Working against Don Brown. Wilson almost to steal. Not quite there with the steal in the right corner. Ferguson open 3, no good. And then Miller tipped it out of bounds. Wilson able to save it. It's 1-on-1. Wilson in the lane. Floater no good. Grosjean gets the rebound, up and in for Zane Grosjean. As on the other end, El Dorado with it. Left wing side. And they call a foul on Roman Miller, I believe. Third team foul. They do call it on Miller, his second. As Seneca up 35-34, 2:30 to go as Schulte in for Miller. This has been a pretty clean game so far. El Dorado does not have a team foul here in the third quarter. They actually have 1 team foul in the entire contest. Harris was working on an El Dorado defender. Now on the other end, going up, missing the layup, and it goes out of bounds to Seneca as Harris just went straight up. Seneca basketball up 35-34, 2:10 to go here in the third quarter. Schulte swings it to Grosjean. Grosjean has 8 points here in the quarter. He's got 13 for the game. Schulte works it to Wilson, to Harris. Harris lost his dribble, gets it back. Schulte gonna drive, baseline, gets walled off. Kicks it to Grosjean, and he tries to bank it in, and the bank is open for Zane here late as we have a time, I think. Dom Brown just picked up his 4th team foul.
Correction, no foul.
Oh, they don't call a foul. I think it was a delay of game warning. So he still has 3. Top of the key, faking the 3 is Wolf. Now he drives, picks up his dribble. Right wing side, Gordon. Down low, Ferguson able to bank it in. I mean, there's nothing you can do there if you're Don Brown. On the other end, Zane Gridge on open 3, and that is good for Zane. What a quarter here for Grosjean, and it is a 4-point lead for Seneca, 40-36. It's on the other end. The floater is short. Grosjean tips it, and then he tries to tip it off a El Dorado player, and he does. Zane, 13 points here in the quarter. He has 13 of the 15 for Seneca, and he's got 18 points in the contest. 1:07 to go here in the third quarter. Seneca up 40-36. Schulte, top of the key to Harris. Harris has been quiet this quarter. He has the only other bucket. Harris in the lane, kicks out to Schulte. Schulte pops a 3. That's missed short, and the rebound goes to Roeder for El Dorado. El Dorado in the front court. Right wing, Roeder. He's going to drive. Kick in the corner. They work it around. Left wing, 3 is good for Brady Floyd. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-point game, 40-39 Seneca. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And I think Seneca's going to go for one shot here because you get the ball to start the fourth quarter as well. Like I said, I don't think a jump ball has been called here today. El Dorado has not fouled really at all. They have one team foul in the contest. It happened in the second quarter. Harris with it for Seneca. Gets a screen set. He's going to drive. Floater in the lane. He misses it. That's the look you want. El Dorado, they're going to drive. It will count if it goes, and it does not bank in to end the third quarter of play. At the end of 3, Seneca up 40-39. Here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Huddle Springs Church of Christ is bringing you today's ball game. They're a family-friendly church located just a few miles outside Seneca at 19306 Huddle Springs Road. With Sunday morning and evening worship services as well as midweek services on Wednesdays, check out HuddleSpringsChurchofChrist.org for more information about all the classes and fellowships they offer throughout the week. Huddle Springs Church of Christ, where they say, "We want to go to heaven with you."
Seneca basketball here to start the fourth quarter of play. They are up by 1, 40-39. And it will be Seneca basketball. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News with Seneca Indians. Good luck. Let's go get that win. A 15-14 quarter there for Seneca, and they have the 1-point advantage. Schulte with it for the Indians to start off the fourth quarter of play. And Seneca did a good job. Harris still has 3. Well, he's got 2 fouls to give. As Harris going to drive, kick it down low to Brown. Brown with 2, and he got mugged down low. No foul call. He gets the ball back, though. So they reset things here with Schulte. Schulte, he's going to drive. Kick out to Grosjean. It's open, and that's no good. Ball tipped back to Grosjean. He's going to go up. Little floater is no good for Zane, but he'll go to the line for 2. It's only the second team foul on El Dorado in the entire contest. So it's the first on Russell Ferguson. As Zane to the line for 2. Comes the first free throw, and that's good. One more coming. These are the first 2 free throws of the contest for Seneca. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic, all sponsoring the contest as Grosjean goes 2 for 2. It's 42-39 Seneca, 7:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. As with it for El Dorado, trying to dump it down low, kick it back out to Roeder. Now left corner is Gordon. Gordon in the lane, trying to bank it in, no good, but he's fouled. Go to the line for two. We'll see who the foul is on.
Foul on Seneca, number 21, Jace Schulte.
They call it on Schulte, his first, team's first here in the quarter.
Joe Gordon for the Bulldogs.
As Gordon to the line for two. First free throw is good. One more coming. Best to get the lead down to one. As the second free throw is missed, and then an over-the-back call on Russell Ferguson, who picks up his second, team's second. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, and Cedar Lane Farm and Garden all sponsoring the broadcast. Seneca in the front court with it, up by two, 42-40. 1 minute gone here in the third quarter. Harris drives, free throw line, nice bounce pass to Grotjohn, and the little floater is up and in for Zane, who's having himself quite the contest. 44-40 Seneca, 6:45 to go here in the ball game. As getting walled off is Burley. They work it back top of the key to Floyd. Floyd working against Wilson. Floyd kicks it out to Roeder. Roeder working now left wing to Gordon. Probably trying to get it down low, and the shot is missed, and Schulte gets it to Harris. I was say, probably trying to get it down low to Ferguson. Harris decides against the three and traveling on the play. Took one too many steps as he was trying to dump it down low to Dom Brown. Seneca up 44-40, 6:19 to go here in regulation. Burley with it for El Dorado. Seneca coming with a little bit of pressure. Burley drives. Floater is missed long. A rebound goes to Schulte. Schulte, the front court, nobody stops him, and they call a foul before the shot in El Dorado. That's the third team foul. They call it on Brady Floyd, his second. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast as Grady Wolf checks in for El Dorado. Grosjean to trigger it in left baseline for the Indians. Gets it into Schulte, left wing side. Back out to Wilson, top of the key. Wilson drives. Now going to reset things. Harris now with it. Harris, he's going to drive, and he gets fouled going up for the shot. So Harris will go to the line for two. And that's the fourth team foul on El Dorado here in the quarter. And the first personal on Joe Gordon. As here comes the first free throw for Harris. That's nothing but net. One more coming. This to make it a 6-point lead with 5:50 to go. So here comes the second free throw. Second free throw is good. Seneca 4 for 4 here in the quarter. They're up 46-40, 5:45 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. As El Dorado with it, driving is Roeder. Kick it out. Now driving baseline is Floyd. Kick it back out to Wolf. Wolf being harassed by Wilson. Back out, left wing. Three is good for Roeder. Cuts the lead to three, 46-43 Seneca, 5:20 to go. Harris with it for the Indians, right wing side. Trying to dump it down low to Dom Brown. Gets double teamed out to Schulte. Schulte, he drives, trying to further down low to Brown, and the ball's tipped away. El Dorado can tie or get it within one. So they work things around, trying to get it down low to Ferguson. Nobody stops the reverse layup, and the layup is good for Joe Gordon. It's a 1-point game, 46-45 Seneca, 4:50 to go here. Regulation. Nice backdoor cut, and Harris is fouled. Count the bucket and the foul for Tyrone Harris. They're going to talk about if the bucket is good. The foul is on Joe Gordon. And the bucket is good for Tyrone Harris. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. It's a big bucket for the Indians, and the foul count is now 5-1. As Harris makes the free throw, Seneca in the bonus the rest of the half. Or I should say rest of the quarter. 49-45 Indians. 4:40 to go here. And the ball is thrown away by Grady Wolf. Want to thank some of our sponsors, Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank, and Trust. As Schulte with it for the Indians. Schulte works it right wing side, kicks it in the corner to Grotjohn, and that one rims out and then rims back in. Grotjohn has had himself quite the second half, and it's a 7-point lead for Seneca. 52-45, 4:15 to go here in regulation. As driving is Gordon, can't bank it in, gets his own rebound, count the bucket and the foul for Joe Gordon. The foul is going to be on Jay Schulte, his second, team second. And that cuts the lead back down to 5. As you have some subs in for El Dorado, Carson Burley. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the free throw for Gordon. Missed it long. And a good box out by Harris, but then he loses it. It's on the other end. They dump it down low to Ferguson. Ferguson can't get the shot. Tipped by Gordon, no good. But El Dorado saves it again. This is about their 4th different attempt of getting at least 2 as the floater is up and in for Burley. And the lead is cut down to 3, 52-49, 3:50 to go. Heat check for Zane, no good. And the rebound goes to Roeder of El Dorado. Maybe a little bit too soon there if you're Grotjohn. Ball tipped away by Wilson, but it will stay El Dorado basketball. $20 points in the second half for Grotjohn. 20 of his 25 here in the second half as they get it in. Nice dump pass down low. Floater up and in for Russell Ferguson. That's his first points here of the fourth quarter. And all of a sudden the lead's back down to 1. 52-51. Seneca, 3:25 to go here in regulation. It's been tight throughout. Schulte gets it to Grotjohn. Grotjohn back to Harris, top of the key. Harris with 4 here in the quarter. He's got 15 on the night. And a timeout by Seneca with 3:09 to go. They're up 52-51. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian Sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians!
And we welcome you back as it is Seneca basketball. They are up 52-51. 3:09 to go here in regulation. As Seneca is up by 1 with the basketball. Grotjohn to trigger it in. Gets it into Harris. It's been the Grotjohn and Harris show today for Seneca. Harris with it, top of the key, looking for a double screen. He drives. Nobody stops him, and it gets by Ferguson for the bucket. 54-51 Seneca, 2:50 to go here in regulation. You know El Dorado is looking for Ferguson. Gordon going to drive. A little floater in the lane is missed long. Rebound to Harris. Seneca is in the bonus the rest of the half. Schulte with it right wing side. Back out to Harris to reset things. Seneca up 54-51. 2:30 to go here in regulation. Harris going to drive. Nobody stops him. Scoop shot no good. Gets his own rebound and put back. I think El Dorado fell asleep a little bit there, and they have a 56-51 lead. It does Seneca with 2:20 to go. Other end. Floater is missed. Offensive rebound and put back, though, for Ferguson. Ferguson is leading the way here for El Dorado. 2 minutes to go. Seneca up by 3, 56-53. Right corner, Wilson with it for Seneca, being harassed by Wolf. Spin move. Back out, and it's tipped away, and a steal by Roeder to El Dorado. trying to get it back in the corner. Drive, baseline, nice pass, dump off, and the shot no good for Ferguson, and he is fouled by Schulte. I don't think they're going to call intentional. They're going to talk about it, though. I don't think there's any way you can say that's intentional. All three of them are going to talk about it. If it's intentional, that's big because it's 2 in the ball. So we'll see if they call intentional here. And they do call it intentional. So Schulte picks up his third, team's third, so El Dorado gets 2 and the ball. So that is a big issue here. Actually, they have 2 free throws coming here for Russell Ferguson, and then they get the ball, potentially with a chance to take the lead. But Ferguson has to make them both for that to happen. First free throw is short. One more coming. You always wonder sometimes if having nobody on the line messes you up a little bit, as Ferguson missed them both. So El Dorado still down 3, 56-53, with 1:43 to go here in the contest. El Dorado basketball, triggering it in left baseline. Obviously, I think you're looking for Ferguson, and a steal by Grotjohn off the inbounds play. Schulte with it for Seneca. Back to Grotjohn. Grotjohn 25 points and 20 of them here in the second half. Schulte loses it, and a steal by El Dorado. On the other end, Gordon lost it on the way up, but that's not a horrible foul by Grotjohn. Grotjohn picks up his first, team's fourth. As the foul, as Gordon to the line for 2, where he is 2 for 8, I believe, today. So the first free throw is good. One more coming. He is 3 for 6 so far as Gordon missed this. Well, he made the second one. Cuts the lead to 1. Seneca up 56-55, 1:20 to go. Got to take care of the ball here if you're Seneca, as a timeout by the Indians, up 56-55, 1:55 to go. Watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
We're very good at complicating what it means to follow Jesus. We create formulas, steps, laws, roads, and fundamentals. Jesus' call was clear and simple. Follow me. The Gospels tell the complete story of what it means to follow Jesus. It starts with follow me, and it grows to loving God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Begin today. Make the decision to follow Jesus. For more on what it means to follow Jesus, call 1-888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Seneca 56-55, 1:20 to go here in regulation. Seneca basketball out of the timeout. So they get it into Harris. Harris now in the front court with it. Got to take care of the basketball if you're Seneca. Harris drives and he gets the bank shot to go. Tough shot there for Tyrone as he hits it over Ferguson. 3-point lead for Seneca, 58-55, 1 minute to go here in regulation. If you're El Dorado, you don't necessarily need a 3. They missed the 2, though. Offensive rebound for Ferguson. Now you might be looking for a 3 as Burley with it, top of the key. Kick it out, and Harris the steal, and now El Dorado needs the foul. In the front court, you got Wilson. Right-handed layup, and they traveled with it. They're going to say a travel on the play, so the bucket does not count. Seneca is still up 3, 58-55, 41.2 seconds to go in the contest. El Dorado had a golden opportunity to cut the lead to 1. Gordon, left-handed layup is up and in, and the lead is down to 1, and here comes some pressure. Grosjean with it for Seneca. In the front court to Harris as they're going to have to start fouling. Wilson goes up, left-handed layup up and in as they decide not to foul, and a bucket and a turnover as Grosjean comes away with the steal with 15.6 seconds to go. Seneca up 60-57, 15.6 to go, 30-second timeout here on the KNEO Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
Seneca basketball out of the timeout. They're up 60-57, 15.6 seconds to go. Zane Grosjean steals the inbounds play, or I should say the inbounds pass, and gives Seneca the ball back. And now El Dorado, you probably are looking for a quick steal off the inbounds, and then you have to foul. Grosjean is going to be the inbounder here for the Indians. Probably trying to get it into Harris. The ball stolen away by El Dorado. They don't need a 3, and then the ball stolen back by Zane Grosjean, and now El Dorado needs to foul. Gets it to Harris with 5 seconds to go. Harris is finally fouled, and that was an interesting 10 seconds. And did they just call a technical on Tyrone Harris? As he tried to give the ball to the official, they call a T on Tyrone, which Seneca would get the free throws, but I think they call a technical on Tyrone as he was trying to give the ball back to the official. So it should be 2 free throws for Seneca, but if it is a technical, then El Dorado gets 2 free throws in the ball with the potential chance to tie the game. So we'll see what the foul is. I believe there is a technical foul on the play.
Personal foul on number 11, Joe
As they do call a foul on Gordon, his 3rd, and then Harris picks up his 4th personal on the technical. So Harris will shoot 2 free throws, and then on the other end, El Dorado will shoot 2 free throws and get the ball. So these are very critical free throws here for Harris and Seneca, as the first free throw is nothing but net for Tyrone. 1 more coming. Needs to make this to make it a 5-point game, and then you need to hope that El Dorado misses one of them. He misses the second one, though, so it's a 4-point lead. And now El Dorado gets 2 free throws plus the ball. Ferguson went 0 for 2 his last trip. He's the one going to the free throw line for 2. So El Dorado needs him to make 1 to have a chance, as he makes the first one, and now 1 more coming. So they have an opportunity here because they get the ball after this anyways, as the second one is short. So now they need a 3, as El Dorado is going to call a timeout. Down 61-58, 5.6 seconds to go here in the contest on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
It is El Dorado basketball out of the timeout, down by 3, 61-58, 5.6 seconds to go. They have 1 3 made, 2 3 mades here, 3 3 mades here in the second half. 1 by Floyd, 1 by Rodert, and 1 by Burley. So any 3 of them you're looking for. If you're Seneca, are you playing foul? So you can't get a 3. So Rodert gets it in. Top of the key 3 for Ferguson is no good. It's tipped around. The 2 would go, but it does not matter as Seneca comes away with the victory here this evening. 61-58 your final score. Seneca improves to 4-4 overall. El Dorado falls to 1-9 on the season. The post-game show is sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. We will take a timeout, come back, and wrap it up after this. You're watching Seneca Indian basketball here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
When we look back through our lives, we remember the friendships we had over the years. If we're lucky, some of those same friends are still in our lives. However, odds are that we may not be very close to many of those old friends. But there is one relationship you can trust forever. That is a relationship with Jesus. He loves you and will never leave you once you commit to Him. If you want to learn more about that kind of relationship with Jesus, then call us at 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us at chataboutjesus.com.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
And we welcome you back for the final time. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Seneca wins 61-58, your final score here this evening. Once again, to keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. Our next Seneca broadcast will not be until Tuesday night, January 14th, as there is a double dip, a girls and boys basketball doubleheader, a super night here in Seneca, as the Seneca boys and girls will face Wyandotte girls tip at 6, boys at 7:30 that night. They are at home next Monday and Tuesday night against Monette. Just had a family emergency come up, so unfortunately no broadcast next Monday and Tuesday night as the Seneca girls and boys open up Big 8 plays. Zane Grosjean led the way for Seneca. He finished with 25 points on the night, 20 of them in the second half. He got hot late. 23 for Tyrone Harris. He had 9 at the half, 14 there in the second half, and Seneca finished 6 of 7 from the free throw line on the night. All 7 free throws shot there in the second half. 4 points apiece for Jagger Wilson and Dom Brown. Dom Brown in foul trouble most of the night. Harris in foul trouble most of the night as well. Both of them did a good job of avoiding picking up that 5th personal foul. For El Dorado, Russell Ferguson led the way for them. He finished with 22 on the night. Had 11 in the first half, 11 in the second half, but he missed 3 big free throws down the stretch, and those free throws potentially could have got this game to overtime for El Dorado. For Joe Gordon, he finished with 14 on the night, 4 in the first half, had 10 there in the second half, 8 points there in the first half for Grady Wolf, only finished with 1 made free throw there in the second half. And El Dorado could have potentially won this contest, but they struggled from the free throw line tonight. They finished 6 of 13 from the free throw line, and that was kind of the difference in the contest here this evening. Much better second, third, and fourth quarters for both teams. Darryl, when I'm with him, usually talks about how you want 14, 15 points to be a low quarter total after a 9-6 first quarter. It seemed like both teams were trying to feel out the other team. They both had much better second through fourth quarters. 19 points in the second quarter for Seneca, 15 in the third quarter, and 21 in the fourth quarter to give Seneca's 61. For El Dorado, 16 in the second, 14 in the third, and 19 in the fourth after their opening 9 points there in the quarter. That will do it for us here this evening. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. I'm Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. We thank you for watching high school basketball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.